There is moments on the journey that everything that can go wrong will go wrong. And I've experienced this many times in my life. And the reason I'm saying this is because I have found through many difficulties, in the bike life journey, a lot of self-inflicted difficult journeys, and just the things I'm wrestling with now as an entrepreneur, the problems that entrepreneurs deal with. I don't really need to go into detail, but perspective and attitude is the thing, literally the only thing that will keep you sane. And what I mean by that is, if everything is going wrong, how do you not spiral? How do you not get sucked up into the negativity and the tornado and just let it spin you out of control, right? Because I'm an inherently negative person. I still wake up, in the extreme way in which I live my life, and the getting up early, the gym, all these kind of things. I've been, 2 years removed from the bike, and the bike was really my main reason to go to the gym and to get fit and, do all these things. And I still train almost every single day because it helps me combat this negativity. So all these things that I do, I'm trying to paint this picture here that I am an extremely negative person. And so even when things are going right, I'm still in a place where I'm like, okay, why is it that I'm still battling, this kind of stuff? Like, do more, do this. And some of these things I think are totally fine. You can go back and watch the last video about, what to do when you don't feel like it. There's so many things that I talked about that I actually deal with right now. There's fear, back up against the wall, all these kind of things that are pushing me and driving these thoughts. But again, how do you not get sucked up in the spiral when everything that's going wrong could go wrong? And I think the answer that I've came to is that you have to find the win in the season that you're in, right? And a lot of people will say, and I have said this before, and this is why I want to communicate this and I want to share this with you guys, is what happens when there's no win? What happens when nothing is literally going right? Nothing is going right. What happens when you spend your last dollar to go to a stunt ride and you get arrested and you T-bone a car, and then you go to jail, and then you fight a court case for 2 years, and you can't walk on your own feet? Like, what do you mean find the win? And again, right now, I don't need to go into detail. I'm just dealing, with entrepreneur things that entrepreneurs deal with. In the season I'm in with my life, with a stay-at-home wife and 3 kids. And let me tell you that the win that you have to grasp onto when life has its arm around your neck is not tapping. Sometimes in certain seasons, that is the only win. So it's not quitting. It's not that you're making progress, right? Because again, I have been in a few different seasons of my life where I felt like nothing go right. I'm making no progress. I see no motion. If anything, we know this, right? Progress is so important to us, because if you're not progressing, you're moving backwards. There's no such thing as stagnance, right? So when you grasp onto that and you're just telling yourself, like, I'm moving backwards, nothing's working, I can't catch a break, right? Not tapping is the win, okay? And again, I've had a few seasons in my life where the only thing that I could possibly say is going in my favor is my effort. And the only thing that's going in my favor is that I am not, no matter what fucking happens, I am not gonna tap, okay? So if you're at a season in your life right now, or you're just in, a week or a month or a day or whatever it is, try this. Try to change your perspective to, even though nothing's going right, the win that I can hold on to keep my positive attitude and to change my perspective, because I'm telling you, if you're anything like me, which I could argue that there's a lot of men out there that are high achievers, you know, hard on themselves, want more for themselves, want more for their family. And don't get me wrong here, I believe in all those things. I believe in being hard on yourself. I believe you should want more. Progress feeds our spirit, right? Progress gives us a reason to do things. Progress, man, I would say, you know, I don't believe in happiness, but I would argue that progress sometimes gives us a sense of happiness, right? We're doing something. It shows our competence. It shows that we can make the right decisions and make things happen based upon those decisions. But what happens when none of those things are happening? It's very, very hard not to go down this road and this negativity and get in this darkness where you just let it eat you alive. And again, especially, you know, from my dads out there, I don't know if there's a lot of dads that watch my videos or subscribe to my channel, but when you're a dad and you have people depending on you, the amount of pressure and the amount of weight that you have to go through, and that you are just underneath every single day, it will make a man out of you. It'll put some hair in your chest. I have literally become a person that I'm not sure I was capable of being because of my wife and kids and my family, just because of the pressure and the exact thing that I'm talking about right now just not folding. So I believe right now, if you're in a season where you are being tested, right, where nothing's going right, where you seem like you can't catch a break, in order to keep the positive attitude and to keep your faith and to keep everything moving forward, even when it seems like it's not moving forward, the moving forward and the win that you're going to grasp onto today in this season is, no matter what, I will not tap. No matter how tight the arm gets around my neck, no matter how hard the chokehold is, I'm not gonna tap, and that's your win.